Have you ever had that strange, creeping sensation when you glance at your phone or look over at a clock in a dark room and it strikes exactly 11:11? Or maybe your birthday falls on the 11th and you've spent your entire life walking around with a heavy, unexplained electric charge that other people don't seem to feel. Most people write these moments off as simple coincidence, but in the world of numerology and occult science, repeated patterns like this run counter to the concept of random chance. What you're experiencing is actually a specific, high-voltage frequency, a deliberate spiritual messenger trying to get your attention. Our modern culture has a very passive reaction to the number 11. We often treat those double digits as a brief opportunity to make a quick wish before going back to scrolling. The occult reality is more demanding. This specific numeric frequency requires a highly active, real-world response to be properly utilized. Curious, this leads to a strange paradox. You would think possessing a powerful cosmic blueprint would make life easier. Instead, people carrying this vibration often face exhausting life trials and constant, grinding friction. That friction occurs because the 11 frequency is simply too heavy for a passive existence. It will actively disrupt your life until you learn how to harness it. To understand exactly what this power is, we have to look at the strict mathematical rules that govern standard numerology. This diagram shows the foundational rule of the system. You take double digits and merge them together to reduce them into a single root number. 1 plus 1 gives you a 2. That root number 2 is ruled by the moon. It emits a soft, emotional, and highly intuitive vibration. But there are exceptions. Master numbers like 11 and 22 are mathematical anomalies. They refuse to be reduced. Instead of dissolving into that soft lunar energy, the 11 takes the deep intuition of the 2 and cranks its volume up to a volatile maximum. This mathematical rebellion creates an intense energetic blueprint. It is the exact difference between the gentle glow of a flashlight and the raw strike of a lightning bolt. That lightning bolt comes with a very specific capability. People with an 11 carry a third eye intuition that allows them to perceive hidden truths and sense events before they fully manifest. But there is a structural catch to possessing this kind of cognitive power. The energy is so vast that it requires intense physical grounding. Without an outlet, it threatens to completely overload your system. Think of this schematic as the human body housing a massive supercar engine. If you leave that engine idling without ever driving the car, the entire block starts to overheat, build pressure, and threaten to burn out. That internal overheating is exactly what external life trials actually are. The universe turns up the heat, forcing you to wake up, put the vehicle in gear, and finally start driving. This is why the Master 11 occupies the doer category in the occult sciences, a designation reserved for those whose internal wiring is built for physical execution. While your birth number gives you a massive 80% head start in potential energy, that power remains static and unusable on its own. The final 20% acts as a mechanical block that must be clicked into place by the user. Success relies entirely on that final portion, the actual, deliberate physical action you take in the material world. Without that physical contribution, the 80% cosmic advantage stays locked in place. This explains why even the most intuitive people can remain stuck for years. The 1111 functions as a cosmic pager, signaling that the window for immediate forward movement has just opened. That sighting represents a temporary spiritual doorway designed to usher in new beginnings. The next time those double ones appear, you must set aside the urge to overthink. It is your signal to shift from passive observation into active manifestation. By setting an intention and taking one physical step, you bridge the final gap and ground your high-voltage frequency into a newly manifested reality.